You like me, feeling a bit jaded, feeling a bit tired. Yeah, that's me, babes. Hopefully today we have a better day. Gee, it would seem that we've got slow coaches back here. Oh, come on. I've got loads of things popping up that I didn't ask for. Come on, do your job. Oh, good Lord. You click and you expect it to, yeah. Doesn't always work out that way, does it, darlings?
Space 44 super agent.
Hang on. Right, there we are. Does it again. Right, okay. Ready to get things set up so that I can iron and create with you guys. Mwah. How you doing, babes? Not now. Not now. Right. Okay, I think we're where we should be. Good morning, my darlings. I'm sorry that I am a little bit later than normal. I'm getting ready for an absolutely massive change in my life. Not just my life, but the life of my entire family. And certain things have to take precedence, which is my time. It's not perfect, but at least I'm here. Oh, it's just exhausting me. I'm working round the clock. When you don't see me here, I'm out with clients. When I'm not with clients, I'm making dinner. If I'm not making dinner, I'm sorting something out for somebody else. And by the time I get up in the morning, which is about 6:30, 7 o'clock, to the point my head hits the pillow at 9 p.m. at night, I am on the go, if you like. Such fun. Such good fun. Anyway, I have to make some minor adjustments to various things just to make them a little bit more perfect. I've got the rudimentaries, but I've not got it perfect, which is annoying me. So if it annoys me, I'll know it will annoy you guys. And that is not what we want. We want perfection every time. Now, I'm going to do some ironing, get these clothes done. Oh, right, it's inside out. Of course it is. Better. Turn it the right way around. We've got the merchandise right. The book, it needs a little tweak. Once I have sorted said tweak, the happier I will be. Because then I can turn it from a book to an ebook. Hello, Tim. I'm just talking you through what I'm doing today. Got a shed load of ironing to do, sweetheart. Once we've sorted out the ironing, God willing, we're going to go straight into the next project, which is redoing an ebook so that it translates to print way better. All good stuff, but naturally you're learning every day, and I'm learning where I've gone wrong and how I need to rectify the matter. How are you doing anyway, Tim? Have you had a nice cup of coffee? Have you fed the kids? Have they been down for their jam on toast? That still fascinates me. Thank you for my love hearts. I appreciate them. Doing well, got your coffee. Awesome. Best part of the day is starting it the right way. And a cup of coffee does the trick. How was your breakfast yesterday at the King's table? I remember you went out for some fine dining. There's loads of stuff that I want to do today. But my most important job of the day is resubmitting an ebook. Because I've decided the one that I put up, I'm not happy with it. You had the King's breakfast? Good morning, Schlepp. Good morning, my darling. come on, work. I've sent out, I was here yesterday, but you stayed silent. It's all right, my darling. I was wondering where you were, but I thought perhaps it was to do with work. Anyway, how are you feeling? Did you have an interesting weekend? I burned my head and I'm starting to peel. Peelings, nothing more than peelings. Peelings of regrets. Since I went and burned my head. It was an odd one yesterday, my darlings. A very strange day. However, be that as it may, I can't wait to see what today brings. It rained tonight and I just stood in it. I peel you. My head is so sore. We were out all day. Well, I say all day. We were out for 4.5 hours, during which that time I have managed to fry my spring all along here. Kitty goes meow. Kitty goes meow. This fairy. Think it's going to storm. Ooh, that'll be nice. Kitty goes meow. What I normally do is that every month I have 10 gifts that I can give out at random. So I do it at the beginning of the month and the middle of the month. I give out 5 more. It's completely random, Kitty. I don't know who's going to get them. I don't decide. YouTube decides. So, oh, you were sending the hearts, Kitty. Thank you. I have absolutely no idea who's going to get what. So I just send them and I hope that somebody will receive a gift membership. So it's not something that I've done, it's something that YouTube does for me. It just makes it completely random and I've no idea who's going to get one. Kitty goes meow. I don't recognise your handle. Channel activity. No, you're new, aren't you? You've never been here before. Right. Oh. Well, at some point, I think what happens is YouTube will pick. So you're new to my channel. When did you join? Oh, you joined today. Righto. And do you have a channel or are you just somebody that watches and you're not someone that creates? I'm basically saying, are you a creator or not? on a minute. You've moved me again. I have a channel, but it's not very big. Oh, so you're a brand new creator? I'm sorry, YouTube has a habit of moving me. You started 4 months ago, so you can't quite remember. Well, as you are new here and we don't know anything about you, we will be keeping an eye on your account just to make sure that you fit in with us and we fit in with you. You have to go soon. Okay, because we will just be keeping an eye and a tab on your account because you're new here. Most of the people that come on here are children, some adults, but I have quite a large amount of children that come on to my channel. So I don't know what you are. You're a young ass. I had a feeling that you would be one, which is why I was going to say the next breath out of me. No real ages, no real names, and no real locations. Your safety online is very important to us. We have a head moderator. His name is Space Nut. His wife, Lady Space Nut, is also a moderator, a chief moderator, and on here. And then you will meet Tim Farris, Schlep Rock, Alex, and there is Spacey Jane and Timmy, to name but a few that are on here as our moderators. So you'll get to know everybody in due course. You don't have to give any indications. You want to remove that, my darling, just so that nobody knows your exact age, because it's very easy to work out who somebody is. So that last message that you just did, can you remove it, my darling, please? Thank you, darling. Your safety means more to me than anything, right? The internet is a strange place. I know, I'm on it. What is your channel all about? So that we can try and get people to maybe subscribe and help your channel. Would you like that? I'm all for helping out youngsters. Oh, you need to go. Righto. Well, if you would like, come back later on. Tell us a bit about your channel. Let's see if we can get you some subscribers. Okay? Take care, my lovely. Bye. Goodbye. Well, that was different. We've got a new one. Oh, I should be live streaming for a few hours today. And it would be very nice to see you again. Bit of a surprise, but thank you for popping by. Yes, I'm forever live streaming, kiddos. I am your horror writer, the lady of the ink that scares you senseless. I love to write. I love to create. I love to terrify you all, my darlings. I love the fact that you enjoy the books. And I have quite the collection heading your way for autumn, for Halloween. All right, where are we? Let's do clothing first. I always find if we do clothing, then bedding makes for easier. Plus I have a customer calling in about half an hour. I'm ready to pick up her things. Hopefully she'll be very happy with what I have achieved for her. I have the washer on again. I have the dryer on. I also need to make sure that my cat, Monty, doesn't get overheated today. So I will keep wandering up and down to make sure he's all right. Because he's my little baby and I will be devastated if anything happened to him. Especially in the temperatures that we're about to experience again. I tell you, this summer has been one for the memory box. It really has. I've never known it as warm in the United Kingdom. It has been quite the experience, hasn't it, everybody? Well, especially those that are in the United Kingdom. And this is a very unusual top that I am ironing. The sleeves are ridiculous, but they are very 1980s. There we go. I think I'm happy with those. Trousers. Oh, lycra ones. Very nice. Very swish. Once we've got the laundry out of the way, we'll do the bedding, which is kind of laundry, but it's not clothing. I'm always one that likes to try and get this lot done before the next lot goes through. Those are pillowcases. That's a dress, I think, with a belt to go with. Right, okay, the rest of it's bedding. So we'll finish this. Oh, they've moved you again, darling. I'm sorry. Schlep, Tim, how are we doing? It got quite. And to get another cup, I'm sorry about. Oh, no, don't worry. Coffee is very important. Blimey, no coffee, no worky. I'm just thinking about the workload, Schlep, that I have set myself to do over the next 14 days. We are packing, we are getting van, we are removing of one person and relocating to another part of the United Kingdom, as well as doing all the other jobs at the same time. What fun! I didn't realise Her Royal Highness is, yes, I hope Tim is okay. I've not heard from him, but I think he's in the Isle of Man. I have this feeling that he's taken a very long bike ride this summer. Yes, we are. I had no idea she had so many things. Her Royal Highness's matched luggage, Her Royal Highness's mug collection, Her Royal Highness's kitchen. Not to be outdone, Her Royal Highness's bathroom collection. How many, right, skincare products does one human being need? I'm waiting for an answer on this one. I am astounded. You could have bought the entire collection of Boots Chemist. Not to mention her record collection, her books, artwork, paint brushes. The list goes on. I don't even think Doctor Who's TARDIS would have enough room for all of this stuff. Oh, sorry, I forgot. The entire collection of cuddly toys. I guess as much as it takes until you find the right. Do you know what, Schlep? My darling, that has to be the most diplomatic answer I've ever heard to a question that I've asked. That is incredibly diplomatic. I am in awe of, on the planet for 22 years and has managed to accumulate so many things. Cornelius Moore. Hello, Cornelius. How are you? Sorry, I don't wish to sneeze on all of you. How's things, Cornelius? Be Busy should be around as well, I hope, today, and Sue Starling. I watch a lot of politics, maybe it's roughing. Yes, I just thought that was an incredibly diplomatic answer to a young girl's skincare lotions and potions. Amazing. Ooh. You're not been on very long. You don't usually comment, Cornelius. I thought I didn't recognize. Yes. Oh, you've never been married? Some would say you've made an actual miraculous escape. Don't worry, my dear. If you're looking for your lady love, I'm sure she will arrive soon. And then you too can experience what it feels like to raise a child. It takes a lot of work. Especially when you have to move them. Oh boy. Can I just say, for reference, last night, Monty climbed into one of the suitcases and made a bed. Currently, this morning, I am now washing all the clothing that Monty rolled over last night. Like I didn't need any more work. Here we are, living the dream. I know. The suitcase should have been zipped up. It was not. Therefore, It's not really Monty's fault. Having children should come with a health warning. Well, Montague, my little cat, the Monty of Monties, is currently playing in the garden. And I will go up in about an hour and make sure he's okay, because it is mighty warm out there. If anybody's wondering where Spacey is, she's taken the kids to karate. That's where they are tonight. It's just a very warm day. It's not as warm as it will be on Friday. I have a black belt. You have black belt in Kung Fu. I have a black belt in origami. Oh, come on. You're seriously telling me that you weren't taught hand-to-hand combat? Come on, buddy. We trained at the same school virtually. It's 98 degrees here today. Come on, they wouldn't have let us pass out if we didn't at least know how to throw one. Seriously, buddy. I like to think I was trained. Do you remember a movie called Stripes, right, with Bill Murray? Yeah, and not Dan Aykroyd, John Candy. Do you remember a movie called Stripes? I swear to God, that is how I was trained. Yeah. I think I was in his squad. Michael, hello, my darling. How are you enjoying your freedom? Are you at home? Are you not having to eat that disgusting hospital food anymore? Please tell me the answer to that is yes. Are you feeling okay? Everything good? Feeling mighty strong? Can you take on the universe, Michael? I'm much happier. Oh, that's wonderful news, my darling. Mwah. Welcome home. I'm so glad you're feeling a lot better. That's awesome, my dude. I am doing clothing at the moment. I am making something beautiful, eventually. I am a bazillion degrees today. I am not enjoying it. My skin is peeling off because I burned it over the weekend. Apart from all of that, my darlings, everything else is wonderful. And I've just thrown it on the floor. Oh, zut alos. Oh, you're going out. Very nice. Well, enjoy the weather. Don't burn like I did, okay? Because that is not much fun and makes washing our hair very painful. Do excuse me too. I will be back soon. Right, I am back. All right, my darling. Have a lovely day. they do keep moving me about, don't they? Spacey! I've missed you, hon. Where have you been? Are you in the car? Hopefully we'll see Warren later on. Craig Evans, hello. Hang on, you've moved again. Look up on YouTube, look up a Statue of Liberty's Serenade, you'll love it. It's only 1 minute long. Oh, thank you, I will. Statue of Liberty Serenade. Dinner was happening. Craig Evans, hello. Oh, you've got the night off, you lucky person. Craig, you seem to be new. I didn't recognize you. So, YouTube, please stop doing this. It's so confusing. I want to go to your channel, Craig. There you are. You're the gentleman with cats. I'm sure you've got cats. Anyway, I found your channel. You are new to my channel, yes? We've had some new people pop in today, Stacey. Everybody's on watch. Just whilst we get to know them and they get to know us. Welcome, welcome, Craig. Hope you'll enjoy the channel. Hope you'll like it here. We do everything from the end of the world to original horror stories to absolutely everything that goes bump in the night. There we go. I am an author. I am a mom of 2. I have a cat called Monty. I'm a devoted wife to my beloved husband. And that's about who I am. You'll get to know me as you go along. I am a true Yorkshire lass. I am from Yorkshire, United Kingdom. We're a nice bunch up north. I like to think so. And we welcome you to the channel. And I will get this dress fastened up because it needs, before I put it in a bag, it needs to look right. Otherwise it'll crease and it'll get ruined and I'll be unhappy and the customer will be unhappy, which is not what we want. I see you have your own channel, Craig. So you are obviously a creator. And what is it that you do? I haven't seen Alex this morning, and I haven't seen Warren or Sue Starling yet. Oh, you're going now, are you, Craig? Right. I didn't get to know you. So, are you going to be a regular? Do you want to hang out with the screen team? No, perhaps not. Okay, but thank you for calling anyway. That's who we're going to be, by the way. In the month of October, everyone, we are going to be known as the Scream Team, because we're going to do everything that's spooky and scary for Halloween. I did a rookie mistake last night, Space. I left the suitcase open with my daughter's new things in for when she moves away. Monty got inside the suitcase and has rolled all over her brand new clothes. So they are going through the washing machine again. Like I didn't have enough jobs to do, I thought, why not? We'll just add it a few more, because as the good Lord knows, we absolutely love it when we've got too much to do. Is that not correct? I'm not quite at the point of shaking at the moment, but I felt very, very, very down this morning while I was putting everything back into the washing machine to be re-washed and re-dried and, oh boy, re-ironed. Is that you today? Are you feeling a bit, I've got too much to do, good Lord, I don't have enough pair of hands to do it in? And then I find that the book that I have submitted, I don't know whether to laugh, cry, or just say, c'est la vie. But I am resubmitting it again. Don't ask. It will be a quick fix, I hope. I know. Like I don't have enough to do. The good Lord said, there you go. Crack on. Never mind. It could be worse. How much, we will never know. So, do you have any time for diamond painting tonight? Or is it just sat there taunting you? I'm listening but driving. Concentrate on the driving. You can listen anytime, but you can only drive once. Arrive alive. Arriving alive is way better than not getting there at all. And you shouldn't be texting while driving. What happens if a smoky spots you? You're not the bandit. You're not driving a Pontiac Firebird. He will catch you, and then he will take your license off you, and then where will you be? And you will be very sad that you can't drive because you have no license. There we go. I do, but I need to put my feet up. Long day. Go on then. How did your day start off? You always hear about my day, but you never tell me about how your day's gone. I know a thing or two about not being able to drive. Maybe for the uninitiated, having me as your pilot might make you cry. Shall we find out? All you have to do is put your seatbelt on, pray, and close your eyes. And then the rest, my darlings, is a doddle. It really is. Just remember, we have two modes, stop and go, and everything that goes in between. I am literally probably the only person you will ever meet in your life that can do 88 miles per hour. Yes, my car was built with a flux capacitor. Now, those of a certain age will get the reference, and those that are younger, probably not. We're doing all the pillowcases first. I'm always first up and doing. Get the boys breakfast and lunches. Drive to and from school. 40-minute round trip. I'll bet it is. Get home. Need to drive hubby to run some errands and take the dogs to the park. Good Lord, lass. You've made me knackered already. Whoops. Sorry. Did not say that naughty word. Children, you did not hear that. Alex has chosen his profile picture yet. Walked 2.5 kilometres, went home, had a quick lunch, then off to school and wait for youngest because middle son has Dungeons and Dragons Club. Oh my gosh, I never knew he was into D&D. Meet a fellow player from all those years ago. D&D, my goodness me, is that still a thing? Go buy something for dinner, then pick up middle son from school. Blimey, your day is cut into sections, isn't it? Whereas I have to stay static here for a few hours and then I do all my running around in the evening. And I normally get home between 6:30 and 7 o'clock and then I start making dinner. School, home, sit down for 10 minutes before I need to start dinner, and now here we are. And you have to do that on a daily basis. My congratulations, my darling, because that is absolutely exhausting. You poor sweetheart. So you're on your feet? Yeah, I'm on my feet all day. Somehow, I think I should have been born with roller skates on my feet. D&D's only on a Tuesday. Oh my goodness, we used to play it, my friends and myself, we had like a tree house that my dad made us. Oh my gosh, thinking back to the old tree house, I bet it's been torn down now. It's a long time ago, and we used to play D&D there. That's why I enjoyed Stranger Things so much, because I was literally reliving my childhood through watching it and looking at all the products. And you know, when you watch Stranger Things and you get nostalgia, that is what I had. Oh, we were like elves and orcs and, you know, the whole gambit. I was a witch, actually. I like being a witch. I'll bet they did. It was one of my favorite things that Netflix has ever done. It's just perfect. And the typeface that they used on it is like classic Stephen King. So, yeah, a job well done. Fabulous TV show. It's an essence of nostalgia. Oh, Spacey. When you get 10 minutes to yourself, watch the first episode and you will be hooked. I watched it all with my daughters, right from the beginning, right very through to the very end. And the last lot, which was Christmas last year, we sat from 10 o'clock in the morning and finished it at 1:45. The next morning after, we sat and we binged. We watched the lot. My brain was ready to blow up by the time we're done. Right, what have I got here? A fitted sheet and a fitted sheet. Is that a fitted sheet? Is it a fitted sheet? Feels like it. Yes, it is. Okay, we got king size duvet covers. Bawled my eyes out. I am not ashamed to say I cried my flipping eyes out. And I'm heartbroken that there will be no more. However, should they do a spin-off series, I'm down for it. I'll watch it. Right, duvet covers. 2 of these, 2 king size ones. And then when we've done all the bedding and we put this one away, do. Ha ha! Don't you just love it? I've got pockets of time between today, tomorrow and Thursday to correct a monumental cock-up. Because we all love one of them, don't we? Not to worry. I know where I've gone wrong. I know where it needs correcting, and I found a way that I can do it quickly. So while I'm live, if I get a chance today, you guys will be sitting with me while I'm going through and sorting, but I'm not sure. It might be a bit boring because all I'll be doing is being very quiet. What did I do? What didn't I do? I've managed to upload the book without any chapters. Although the work is there, nobody knows what page to go to find the damn thing, because the table of contents is missing. I thought you've surpassed yourself this time. A book with no chapters. Awesome. I know, I've gone from the ridiculous to the sublime. I know, monumental cock-ups I can do. Normal things take a little more effort. Any road, I know where we went wrong. I'll do better next time and I'll fix it. Yeah, I know. I looked at it this morning and I thought, you absolute moron, Fairy. How did you manage to do that? Yeah, I know, right? I'm so happy. I really needed more work. I really did. Because, you know, what I've got to do just isn't enough. Anyway, it's basically a case of get the original manuscript and resubmit it. Switcheroo things around and voila, before long it will be up, sorted and done. I know. Life is just fabulous. And this duvet cover doesn't want to iron properly because it will not separate and lay flat. It's going to rue the day that it ever met me if it doesn't start to behave soon. Yeah, I know where I've made the cock up. I know how to fix it. And am I sore? I was at first, but now I actually see the funny side to it, because there is a funny side, I'm sure. Why can't people just wash their bedding and put it back on the bed? Some do, but I find a lot of my elderly gentlemen and elderly ladies like to have everything ironed. And there's one lady that likes even her tea towels ironing, which I find bizarre, but they pay me, so I must do them. And I went to see her yesterday. I've not seen this customer for some time. And I was actually rather shocked when I saw her yesterday. She's now using a walking frame and 2 walking sticks. You iron your tea towels? Oh, I'm sorry. I'll never say anything bad about ironing tea towels ever again. So I was a bit shocked when I saw her yesterday. I know she's not been well, but to see the walking frame and to see her walking sticks like that and see her in her chair, that was a bit of a shock. Only because they're small. Bless you. No, I know she had a fall about a year ago. And then I saw her again at Easter, but she wasn't with the walking frame. But when I saw her yesterday, she was, and it was a bit of a shock. Age is an insidious thing, isn't it? 1 minute you're doing all the things and then you're not. I can't believe how fast it's gone from the girls being born to school and then university and then moving out, and doesn't seem 5 minutes since I had the children. How have the years gone by that fast? 25 years. Yeah, everything's catching up. Yeah, I think it has, my darling. It breaks my heart to see people getting old. Do you know what I learned the other day? Speaking of people getting old, Carole King, the singer, she's got Parkinson's. Hello, John. I love Carole King. She's ace. How's Maisie? Yeah, we're doing fine. Right up. Can't stay long, going to see your dad at the hospital. Oh no, what happened? What happened? Why's your dad in hospital? Carol, yeah, it's so sad. I mean, flipping heck, what a horrible disease Parkinson's is. And I really was upset when I found out that she'd got that. A lady with such talent, a beautiful, glorious voice, and now she won't even be able to speak. And it just doesn't seem fair. It's cruel, isn't it, age? Age is a terrible thing, and it robs us of everything, including the final part, our dignity. Heartbreaking. John Hooker, cancer. Oh, I'm sorry your dad has that. Low blood pressure, low hemoglobin count, getting a colonoscopy. Oh. Give your dad all our love from everybody here at Team Fairy. And I am so sorry he has to go through that. I wish him all the best. We all do. Every last one of us. And blow him a kiss from all of us as well. No, it's either that or motor neurons disease. Doesn't discriminate, young and old. It's horrible, isn't it? I agree. That's what Michael J. Fox has, isn't it? Is his motor neuron or Parkinson's? I think he's got Parkinson's, Michael J. Fox. We're all going to say a special prayer for him, John. Absolutely. And we wish you all the best. Hang on, I have got stuck in duvet land. Aha, we found the end. Sit and be still. Parkinson's. Yeah, that's the one that Michael J. Fox has got. He is, Spacey. He's just tired of all the stuff he's going through too, I'll bet. But We're all praying for him, John. We really are. Tell him he has a little fairy that lives all the way in Yorkshire, and little fairies all around the world, and we're all uniting all our fairy power into hoping that he gets better real soon. Excuse me one moment, everyone. I need to just check the dryer's done. I had to put the dryer back on for another 45 minutes. The stuff inside is not quite ready. Not to worry, I said to myself. We will get it sorted. As soon as I've finished this lot, I'm going to quickly run upstairs and just make sure that Mum is okay, because he's outside in this weather and I don't want him roasting. Cats are very clever and they will find a place to hide. Everyone doing good? As well as can be expected, John. I'm up to my eyeballs in packing boxes, furniture, clothing, you name it. If it ain't nailed down, it's gone in something. The bubble wrap arrived this morning. I don't think there is anything else I can physically fit inside the garage, but I'm a girl that likes a challenge and I'm prepared to give it a go. Maybe I can hang something off the ceiling. Who knows? You've had a long day today. I know, I read all about it. And I think you're amazing, Space. I'm really glad that your husband let you have the night off. Good night, God bless, Schlep. Oh, by the way, before you go, just so you know, the snorkeler has been uploaded, right? It's there. Good night, God bless, my darling. Sleep well. For tomorrow is another adventure. And probably something else I've forgotten to do. Because we're all having days like that. It's all right, my darling. Good night. Goodbye, John. Have a great day. And give our love to your dad. And we're all praying for him. And make sure Maze gets some extra crunchies on her breakfast. Don't you just love when things lay flat? I do, which is why I'm so sad that this isn't. I will be making sausage roll tonight. With some beef rice. Yeah, that's what's for dinner tonight. And they're made by a local lady who I like to support. And every time, like, she makes them, and oh, she's so good. She does a Cornish pasty as well, and she's so good. She's got a little shop up at the post office, and she makes them in her own kitchen, but she's got a commercial kitchen at home. That's where her business is. And she's just awesome. And she can make them. Beef rice, it's just normal beef with a beef stock and some vegetables thrown in. And I make it, takes about 20 minutes in the rice cooker. It's dead yummy. It's a real quick meal. And I like to support her. She makes Christmas cakes and, you know, stuff like that all year round. And she's just such a lovely lady. And I'll buy from her because I want to do well. She's got some young kids. So, like me, she started out, young children, work from home, take care of the kids while you're running your business. So she doesn't have childcare to pay for. Because who can afford childcare in today's economy? Yeah, she does Christmas cake, plum puddings, Christmas puddings. She does chocolate cakes, birthday cakes, buns. She does wedding favours. She does all sorts. She's just an amazing woman. But yeah, she's got 2 children. She's been running a business from home for the last, well, since the kids were born, really. And like she said, I get to be there for the kids and I get to run the business. And more power to her. And I always put a good order in. So I always have lots of her stuff in the freezer. It is, isn't it? she's awesome. And you know what? If what I do helps her pay her bills, then well done. As I've always said, you can support the big corporates, but then really all you're doing is supporting their chief finance officer, the person that owns it. He's probably got 10 Lamborghinis and maybe he wants to buy his 11th, who knows? Or you could help an independent who is basically trying to make sure that she can keep the roof over their heads and put food on the table and see the kids. And I know which team I support. Yeah, you never know. They might want to do that, or they may want to do what my children have done, which is completely the opposite of what the mother's done. Yeah, you never know. It's a bit early at the moment. They're only tiny. Now, I would support an independent business every single time, because the mom and pop businesses, which is what America calls them, we call them self-employed, you know, home, work from home moms, work from home dads. But if we can support those people and give them an income so that they can raise their families and pay their bills, I do that every day of the week. That's why I won't shop at Waterstones. I'm sorry, guys. I love your products. I love your books. But independent bookstores needed me too. Occasionally, if I can't find it at a independent bookstore, then I will shop at Waterstones, or I'll buy it on Amazon, right? And I'll buy independent writers off Amazon. Yeah, I'll do that, because you're giving the money directly to the writer rather than to Amazon. It's a funny thing is KDP, Kindle Direct Printing. The money, they only take a certain amount. They only take like 30% off me, do Amazon, and the rest of it comes to me. But it's the only way I could get my stuff printed and out there into the public. And I will support an independent every day of the week. Especially when they're good at what they do. Absolutely. You can't get that kind of service anywhere else, really. I mean, don't get me wrong, I have supported Waterstones. I have supported independent bookstores. I have supported independent writers on Amazon Kindle, because it's important to do that. Right, that's that side done. Now, before I start, let me read the label. This is a double. Okay, not a problem. I just thought I'd make sure before I put the iron on it what it was. I just think if everybody could support an independent person, just one little bit, and you're doing your bit to make sure that they can get what they need. Giving them a fair go, absolutely. And to be fair, the corporate side of the universe, they get enough out of us, don't they? Let the little guy have a go too. Right, we've got 2 fitted sheets to go. This one and the next one, and then that's it. I've done this customer, and I'm going to go make sure Monty's okay, because it's bothering me. I'm worried about him. The temperature out there is for cats that shouldn't have any fur, and he's got too much fur. Although I keep brushing him and more is coming out. I think that boy is mid-molt. He is trying his best to shake off his fur. Yeah, I'll go when I've done this thing. I've got the temperature right on the iron, and I can't switch. I just want to get these last 2 sheets done, and then I'll run upstairs to him. Make sure he gets a big drink. I shoved the dryer back on because it wasn't dry, the stuff inside, and I've got my daughter's clothing finished in the washing machine, and then I need to get that out and let it dry naturally. I bet you're loving the peace and quiet, apart from me rabbiting on. Oh, bless you. Do you know, that strains our vocal cords too. It's a full-time job just raising the children, let alone running a business on the side of it and having all the stress and strain of that to deal with. Yes, I do. Oh my goodness, right. The last time we did one, there were so many people that put down Jedi as their religion that the census had to recognize that Jedi Knight was an actual religion here in the United Kingdom, and there wasn't a damn thing the government could do about it. It was hilarious. I thought that was a stick it to the people, you know, the people telling it to stick it to the man. Sorry, the government. I thought that was the best thing that this country has united behind and done. My husband works for an American company that is into gas and oil, and he's a safety engineer for oil rigs and chemical plants and water plants and industrial plants. Everyone has to do it tonight. Oh my goodness. Are you putting down Jedi Knight? Good. Although with what Uncle Donald is doing with the gas and oil industry at the moment, it's a very uncertain business to be in. And my husband is getting old, and his kind of engineering, which you had to spend a long time as an apprentice before you could call yourself an engineer. They don't do the training like he had. It's completely different now. Instead of it taking like 5 years, you can be an engineer in 2. What I want to know is, what did they do with the other 3 years, and what have they missed out on teaching them? I know. It's. I mean, he was trained by the Navy, as you know, and then he went on after that to do more training before he could call himself an engineer. So I'd quite like to know, what have they done to make it? How can these boys that are coming up call themselves engineers when they haven't trained for as long as it doesn't make sense. Please make it make sense. It doesn't compute in my head. I think the entire family should be Jedi Knights. We were. Smarty buns. They'd have to be incredible. They would have to basically have the IQ of, well, let me think. Sir Isaac Newton, if they are going to be missing 3 years of training out. What I think, and what my husband thinks is happening, is the engineering syllabus, which they are teaching at university, and apprenticeships and trainings and whatnots. They think a lot of it is being replaced by shoving it into the computer and seeing what the computer says. Five years. It doesn't make sense. Maybe it was never meant to. I'm up to that question, and Jedi Knights isn't an option, so do I just put in other? Yes, put in other. If it says, what is other? Please tell them you are Jedi Knights. I said to my husband the other night that I was glad I am the age I am, that I have lived in a world before it went computer mad. And I am glad I am on this side and going out and not coming in, because even I am struggling and understanding with where this world is going. And I don't like it. Please put Jedi Knight if it asks. If not, just put other. You did. Awesome. Yo. Now you have the perfect excuse. If you should be questioned about why you chose Jedi Knight as your religion of choice, you can tell them with a straight face, a fairy told me to do it on the computer. And I know, and you know, that that genuinely happened. How many people can genuinely put that down in a statement and know for a damn fact it was true? I like being helpful. Okay, last part of this set of ironing, and then we're going to quickly run upstairs. Oh, sorry, I just had a wave of heat go straight over me. At the moment today, I'm struggling a little with my hot flushes. Oh boy, yes, the menopause that just keeps on giving. And today it is giving me hot sweats. Yes, I'm having a hot sweat. I'm having a flush. It is not fun. Do you know what? I am at that point where I'm basically saying, dear God, rewind the clock, make me fertile again, and give me back my period. I'll literally put up with having one of them than having a hot flush. At the moment, my shirt is stuck to my back, and it's not pretty. And we've just run out of water. Come on, you didn't click. Thank you. If it doesn't behave itself, it gets into bother. Babe, you do not want a flush. Hush the flush. Nobody wants a flush. Yeah, it's today is the day that just keeps on. Whoops, here we are, we're back again. Maybe YouTube does not want me to talk about menopause. It seemed to turn me off. Yes. Basically, going through the menopause is like hitting puberty in reverse and spicier. Yeah. If you thought turning into a woman was fun, try doing it in reverse. I'm changing, my husband said. Good. What into? I said, mega gran. I'm turning from mom into grandma 2.0. Do you know, I actually feel sorry for my husband. He has a lot to put up with. He gets stressed with other road users. Anybody else is basically on the road at the same time as him. It's a good job we ain't streaming, because it would be a little blue. He does get cross. Do you know, when you travel with your husband and he's doing the driving, does he swear at other drivers? I'm asking because mine does. Oh my goodness, it's a good job we're not going and doing a live stream. We'd be, every other word would be beep, beep, beep. Oh, you both do? Oh, right, well, it's good to know. Yeah, it's the day that keeps on giving. Are there any more interesting questions in the census? Or are you not allowed to read them out? I don't want you to get into bother. I swear that's where my children learned to swear. It wasn't me, it was my husband. I may have passed it down to the boys. I'm sure they'll continue with it when they drive. Do you know, long may they continue to be just like their mum and dad. Because their mum and dad are awesome. There we go. Up to education. All right. Well, when it says education, right underneath, yes, please, I'd like some. See what they come back with. That's how I answer most forms. Right. Is that one slightly bigger than that one? Yes, it is. So we have... my goodness me. Where is the paper of destiny? Come here, my little one. I need to fill in the blanks. 2 king duvet covers. 1 double fit sheet. 1 king fit sheet. What do we have here? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 pillowcases. Okay. All right, that's that done. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items of clothing. Okay, right, turning the iron. Oh, the iron's off. I'm going upstairs for Monty. I'll see you in a bit. He's all right, everybody. He's in, he's out, he's like the shadow. Boom, boom. Yes, he is my boy. He is the scarlet one. He's the scarlet chosen child. He rushes in and rushes out again, because that's the type of boy he is. Crazy to the end. One blue bag bedding inside and one hanging. Right. Jobs are good, and everybody. Yes, he's running. He's had some biscuits. He's taken a quick look around and ran out the door again. Yeah, I think he must love something, but it ain't me today. And I've given him extra crunchies on his brekkie and his lunch. Do I get a thank you? Do I? Hell. Okay, this ginormous body bag is going next door. Damn it, my new after get. We're waiting for the garage man to turn up. I have a wonderful child who I love dearly that keeps breaking things, and she's broken my garage door. Yes. Never mind, I said, darling. Don't worry about it, I said, darling. It will be fine. Don't you worry. She spun the barrel, and like Russian roulette, we said, let's find out how that will work. She has, magnificently so, disengaged everything to the point that not even her father can fix it. So we have to call out a professional, and the professional is probably going to take one look at it and go, how in what is holy did your child manage to do? I know. So we can lock it and bolt it from the inside, but it's like Fort Knox on the outside, because you ain't getting in. I know. We could be here until the end of time. We will never figure out exactly how she did it. And more importantly, why? Why did you do that? We will never know. They don't come with instruction booklets, do they? No, they do not. I know. Even she's nearly brought her father to tears because with frustration, because he just doesn't, yeah, you know. Like I said to my beloved, you could stay here all night and you will not know how she's done it. Do me a favor, call out the repairman. Let him have the hassle of fixing it. Let somebody else have the stress of sorting out what cannot be fixed by us. That's what they're there for. That's exactly it. One, two, three, four, five. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that all corresponds perfectly. Perfectly perfect. Okay, right, I'm going to get this lot next door because I can. Yes, my daughter knows how to spin the barrel and not the Russian roulette way. She also knows how to press all of her dad's buttons in one go, thus reducing the man to a gibbering wreck. need two types of hangers. I need that for a jumper and that for a skirt. I can leave the dehumidifier on, absorbing all of the moisture, so that all I have to do tomorrow is iron the stuff, put it to one side, and then we'll pack it later on. And this time we won't let the cat roll all over it, because that was stupid and I don't know why I did it. When God gave me brains, I think I was at the back of the queue sometimes. Who do we have with us today, Space? Who's joined while I've been away? Let's find out. Warren! How you doing, Warren? Not now, Kato. Hello, Warren. How you doing, sunshine? He's not talking to us. Oh, that's sad. Bag number 2. Do, 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 do. The laundry is on and it's in the dryer. The rest of it is standing behind the door. And Monty is outside, running around like the cat he is. And I'm about to do some shirts. Lovely shirts. And I managed to stab myself in the leg yesterday with a rusty hanger. I think it was the hanger. Anyway, I now have a hole in my leg where there was no hole before. There was a lot of blood, but I managed to whack a giant plaster on it, and let's hope my leg don't fall off. I'm having a great week. Yeah, I surely am. So much fun. We're having fun. I'm stabbing myself in the leg with a rusty hanger. I've had one recently because I stood in a rusty nail. Yeah. So I don't think I need another one. Anyway, it's just a little, and it doesn't smell funny. And there's no red lines tracking off from it. So I think I'm good. I think it was the hanger. If it wasn't the hanger, then pray tell, what was it? Anyway, my leg's bandaged up. I think I might be immune to most things, considering the life I've led. It'd be something pretty nasty to take me down. We're taking the fairy out, and not for a happy meal. Yeah, so I got a bandage whacked on my leg. And I thought, that would be great. That's why I said yesterday was a really weird Monday. Anyway, we've left everything that needs to dry in the dryer, and anything that needs to dry naturally is hanging on the side. So that's pretty good. Yeah, I thought so too. The suitcase is back in the garage, along with everything else. The question is just how much more can we stick in the garage without the garage self-imploding? Right. Well, YouTube, stop moving you up and down the page. Will they indeed? Who knows? You're just driving around. That's good. Are your passengers on the bus? Hello, passengers. Yeah, YouTube, stop it. That's right. I'm getting a bit annoyed with being moved up and down the screen. I can't see what people have wrote to me because it is written down and I cannot read it if you move it. Last customer of the day so far. Haven't had anybody else knock on the door yet. But the day is young and they may still arrive. Oh, now you've cursed me. Thank you. Never say that. They'll be coming. They'll be like bees. They'll be swarming by. I could go on a witness protection program and they'd still find me. I'm hiding now. Census is done. Awesome. Cup of tea? Can I have a cuppa? I don't drink at night because I don't want to have to go during the cold night. Listen, sweetheart, I drink virtually next to nothing and I still have to get up at 3 a.m. for a you-know-what. I think it gets worse as you get older because you just have to listen to a tap running and all of a sudden, yeah, kind of need to go. And it's like, dude. It's not fair. I've hot flushes. I don't know why I went upstairs. Heck, I don't even know why I'm going downstairs. And I have to get up at 3 in the morning for a wee. How is that right? There's nothing, honestly, fun about going through the menopause. Right? And now, oh joy, I find out that there is a shortage of menopause HRT. It's the one thing that this country should not run out of. Because if the country runs out of HRT, which stands for the uninitiated, for hormone replacement therapy, woe betide denying women in Gen X their HRT because you do not want to see what we're like when we go completely feral, right? We are borderline acceptable in polite society with our medication. Take that off us. Yeah, you've heard this thing, do something and find out. Yeah, well, you're about to find out because you took our meds off us. It's the one thing that's stopping us from cuddling you very, very tightly around the neck. You have been warned. How dare you take it off us? There's somebody clearly in Whitehall that hasn't seen what will happen if you do. I've asked to go on the HRT, basically so I can be a civilized and beautiful and the ever-loving fairy that you see before you. I'm on a waiting list. Who goes on a waiting list? Apparently, my generation. Anna? things I miss my mind the most. I'm going to go completely savage if I don't get something soon. I know I've got the one that I needed to stop what was happening to my insides from basically wanting to be outside all the time, which is fantastic. And that has revolutionized. You know what? I can honestly say, everybody, the medication's working. I feel I am starting to be a little bit of my old self. There's a national shortage here in the United Kingdom. How is it in Australia? Have you got the same problem? Or are things plentiful where you are? They've even told my husband, no word of a lie, he's on Ramipril. Now, Ramipril is for people that have had heart attacks and various other things that are wrong with the hearts. There's a national shortage of that. So they've sent him 2 months worth in advance just in case they can't get hold of any for him. I have no words. Anyway, if anybody else that may be watching that is on HRT or is basically got their husband taking Ramipril, just be aware that there is a national shortage and try and get them where you can, guys. Oh, Ramipril and HRT. National shortage. Oh, you're lucky. I couldn't believe it when my husband turned around and told me. I was like, you are joking. He says, I'm not, love. And I don't know if this has been national news. And if it is a joke, then I'm sorry to everyone. But if it isn't, why is it that America is your president reducing the amount of immunization jabs that your children can have to be immunized against meningitis, rubella, mumps, and chickenpox, is it? I think that's the rubella one. What is going on? How can you turn around and say to a functioning society, we're cutting back on the amount of immunization jabs that your children are going to get? I don't want my children to get German measles and mumps and rubella and meningitis. What is going on? My kids are all vaccinated. Right? We've even been vaccinated against COVID, to which a lot of people will say that it doesn't exist. Well, I've had it and it does, and it's not nice. And my kids have had it and they didn't like it. And to be honest, I'm a little bit shocked and a little bit worried about, immunizing your children is so important. How can you not immunize your children? Hello, Kitty Goes Meow. I see that you are back. How are you? Kitty Goes Meow is brand new to the channel, so we're keeping an eye on her or him. Yeah, my children are up to date. I am deeply concerned, though. I mean, you don't just not do it. You don't just leave your kids. You know, it's important. Vaccinations are there for a reason. I just find it a little strange. Maybe it's been taken out of context. Maybe the media have misrepresented it. I don't know. But I think it's odd. One. Well, their health minister says immunisation gives you... What? No, it doesn't. Do you know what? I'm still ironing, Kitty. I'm sorry. I can't believe that their health minister said that. Do they even know or understand what autism is? I mean, I have family members that have Asperger's and autism. Right now, it's 72 shots for each kid under 18. Trump wants to make it only mandatory for 11 to 12 core diseases like measles and such. So the media in my country basically didn't put it like that. They didn't put it like that. Yeah, exactly. Your oldest has autism. I doubt they got it from an injection. It's something that you are born with. Like having brown eyes and blonde hair. I think it should still be mandatory that you make sure that your children are vaccinated. It's the most decent thing you can do as a human being, is making sure that your children are vaccinated against terrible diseases. So it's just something I feel really strongly about, Warren. And I've always been on it with injections and immunization and stuff like that. I just find that bizarre. We have the multiple, Warren. We have the measles, mumps and rubella. It's called MMR. And we have those given to them when they're little babies. Do we? You have the MMR too. That's the one that we have here in the UK. Kitty. No, I mean, my niece, she has autism and Asperger's, and she's a set of twins, right? So she's got a twin, and he doesn't. He has nothing other than a little bit of asthma, but there's a couple with 3-in-1s. That's what we use. Yeah, the MMR vaccination. And then, of course, he's had his meningitis jab before he goes to uni, just so he's safe. Because we've got a meningitis thing going round at the moment. And the last thing we want is for the kids to be ill, because meningitis is a killer. You know, I'm absolutely adamant on vaccinating your children. It's the most responsible thing you can do as an adult, is making sure that your kids are okay. And I know there are other people out there that will shout me down and say, no, you don't know what you're talking about. Well, that's fine too. That doesn't bother me. But I know that my kids are going to be okay. I have a twin with autism and dyslexia and anger issues, and you have nothing. Yeah, exactly. And that's what's happened in my family. It just happens. I don't think injections and immunizations have got anything to do with it. It's just the luck of the draw. It's how it is. I know there are loads of anti-vaxxers, but I'm not one of them. It's what happened in our family. Strange, isn't it? It just happens. It's the randomness of genetics. And it's a very difficult and emotive subject as well. When I was born 2 weeks earlier than we were supposed to, and I was in hospital. You see, you're a twin, so 37 weeks is considered term with 2 babies. And that's when my niece and nephew arrived. C-section rather than another way, because it was considered high risk. Do I have pets? Yes, I do. I've got a little cat. His name is Monty. and he's currently playing in the garden. Do you have any pets, Kitty? My niece also has epilepsy too, which is unfortunate, and it's unfair. It is very unfair. Figaro. Oh, that's nice. And these are black and white tux. Oh, they're gorgeous. But you know something? Never let your illnesses define who you are, because you're pretty awesome human beings. And she shines bright. Pinocchio's cat. Oh, yes, his cat was called Figaro, wasn't it? He's 11. Oh, a senior kitty. I understand. My little baby's only 2. He gets his injections as well every year. I make sure Monty goes down to the vets and is immunised so he doesn't get FIV, which is feline. It's not good. It's like a form of leukemia, I think. I think that's what FIV is. Some sort of autoimmune. No, it's not good. I don't want Monty to get that, which is why I got him immunised. Oh, poor guy. I'm afraid Kitty goes meow. He's of that age group. These things tend to happen when they go over the age of 10. They start, sadly. But you've probably taken care of him and taking him to the vets and everything else. You're making sure that you have plenty of years with him. So that's a good thing, because you're taking care of him. Oh, my little boy is a rescue boy all the way from the RSPCA. We picked him up there. So as I said, they plan on doing the main ones, like the vax. So they are still vaccinating against measles, mumps, rubella, meningitis, all the nasty. What are the other ones then? Because we only have to be vaccinated against 3, and we have them in the shots 3 times, I think, or is it twice? I think my daughters have had it twice, and then they got a booster when they were at school. I think that's how it worked. I didn't realise you had so many. I thought you were like the United Kingdom, where we have them, you know. Why do you have so many different ones? And how do they know that it's that gives them autism? Why would your health minister say that? That is very strange. don't know. I'm only a parent. I'm not a doctor, so I don't know. But I've damn well made sure that my kids were vaccinated. But we clearly don't have as many injections as you guys. They give them a vitamin K. They give that to me actually when I had my children, and all women get them injected into the thigh. It's basically after we've had the children, we have something called a placenta, and that has got to come out of the body, and that will leave a scar inside us on our uterus wall the size of a dinner plate. And it's to help the womb to contract and go back to its natural size so we don't bleed out on the table after having the child. They have 32 muscles in each ear. Oh, right. Sorry. Read the first bit. Off topic, but Fairy, did you know cats share 95.6% of their DNA with tigers? Well, yes, because they all come from the tiger family. Well, they're all cats, aren't they? Oops. What's that? One of those. The question is, during pregnancy and the first shots, ups the chance of autism. They are basing it off the increase of autism as the different vaccines were introduced. So 1 out of 90 pregnancies resulted in autism. Now it's more prevalent as the vaccinations amount grew. That's what Kennedy Jr. is questioning. But also, right, from my understanding of autism, it's not something you get from an injection. It's something, it's genetics. Sometimes, choose my words wisely. Sometimes it's genetics and it's how it is. It's like you may not have Down syndrome in your family, but unfortunately, because the chromosomes got jumbled up, you end up with a very beautiful baby, but it has Down syndrome. So it's also the oldest cat is calf creme puff, and is the Maine Coon and lives for 38 years and 3 days. No, it's something you're born with from the genes. All right, yeah. I understand where you're coming from, Warren. I think Mr. Kennedy might find that it's genetics, and it's something that you can't have any control over. Well, not unless you're genome sequencing and having a designer baby, if that's even a thing that you can do. I wouldn't know. Yeah, that was what was reported. I just thought it was such a strange thing to be in the news today. It goes with cats live on average, Kitty, if you're very, very lucky, to about 21, maybe 22 years. If they live any longer than that, they'll be in the Guinness Book of World Records. Autism because of differences in how the brain develops by a mix of genes, like dwarfism is genetic. I'm wondering myself that there is natural causes of autism, but I do wonder if there is a means through the vaccines. But my end is curiosity more than believing it. You Googled it, was you? So that cat lived to be 38 years old. Goodness me, now that is a long time for having a cat alive. And his genetics must have been off the scale. Because Maine Coons don't normally live that long. He was very frail at the end. I think I would be. That's equivalent to me being 200 years old. Yeah, I'm curious, Warren, about the amount that you guys have versus how many we have. I didn't realize that you had so many. That is, wow. That has actually shocked me. I stand corrected. I did not realize that you gave your children so many injections. Honestly, I have no idea. I thought you were just like us in the UK and you gave them 3 sets of 3. They had 2 when they were little and a booster when they're older. Also, autism is a neurodevelopmental disability legally. Yes, it is. I know, darling, because my niece has it, as well as Asperger's and epilepsy. And yet her twin that she has absolutely nothing. And it's absolutely nothing at all. It's so strange. Right, we've managed to do the trousers. Yes. Right up. Sorry, I am not an anti-vaxxer, but I do choose on what I need. I didn't take the COVID shot or boosters. I didn't like how fast they brought it out. I do not do the flu shots because I'm pretty healthy. You're very lucky, actually, because my husband has to have the flu shot because of his heart attack. Though I will consider flu shots since you're older. I hope, my darling, that you never ever have to go through anything like what my husband went through. He had a horrible heart attack. It was called the Widowmaker, and it was pretty much touch and go if he was going to ever come home. And since then, he's had to have the flu shots. Quite a shock to the system. And I've had COVID, and believe me, I think I probably wouldn't be here if I hadn't have had the shots beforehand, because I was really poorly with it, and so were my children. All three of us came down with it. I don't know how. My husband managed to miss it. It didn't attack him, but it took me out and it took my children out, and it was not good. I was terrified. Yeah, we were really sick with it. But yeah, it'll be a very interesting reading what comes from all of this information. Well, you're only a year older than me, and I don't have the flu shot. But maybe when I get older, like, you know, into my 70s, I might consider it then. I think the one that we suffer with in our age group is shingles, which is the adult version of chickenpox, and it can be very painful. So you've got to be careful that you don't get that. I mean, even though I've had the chickenpox, back in the day when I had vaccinations, we had them all separately. We had the measles, the mumps, and the rubella. So we would have had 6 of those, and then our boosters when we went to high school. Well, nowadays they give them in shots of 3. And like I say, I'm not an anti-vaxxer, and I've never been an anti-vaxxer. I'm one for immunising as much as possible, because obviously we want our kids to live. And now that the meningitis problem has reared its ugly head, the kids that are 18 years old before they go off to university or whatever, they're all getting their immunisations again for meningitis, which I think is a good thing. And I'm glad my nephew's gone for it, because he goes off to uni this year. I was hospitalised with COVID and double pneumonia in my lungs. I was on a ventilator. I still didn't do the COVID shot after. Now the companies that are producing the shots are releasing some bad side effects. You know, we've not really had... As a spectrum disorder, ASD is a neurodevelopmental condition affecting communication, social interaction, and behaviour. It's called a spectrum because presentation and support needs vary wildly. Yes, that's right, the spectrum. Yes, that's what my niece is on. She is more at the other end of it, if you like. Even after all that, Warren, you still didn't get the shot. I mean, we've had some side effects in this country, but the side effects versus dropping dead from COVID, I figured were worth the risk. And I mean, I'm still stood here. I don't howl at the moon or anything, I promise you. Although there is a total eclipse coming on Wednesday, so I'll keep you posted. Oh, my ankles are sore. Oh. Well, we've got a duvet cover to do after I finish this lot. And then I'm waiting for someone to arrive. And I've been waiting since about lunchtime. A lot of the news and the side effects are being said once and forgotten about. Things dealing with heart issues and a few other things. Yes, I had heard that certain effects, isn't it funny how everything just gets mentioned once and then disappears? However, I do believe that had I not had the injection, I don't think I would be stood here now, because like I said, I had COVID and I was very, very poorly. Thank God I wasn't on a ventilator, but had I not had the injection, I think I might have been, because I was really bad for about 3 weeks and I was bedridden, and that ain't like me. You know the type of person I am. I'm up, I'm about, I'm boom, boom, boom all the time, and I wasn't, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't breathe. I think the only reason I probably wasn't in hospital was because, hang on, that could be my customer. Probably going to have people with dolls now sticking pins in it because of what I've said. It's all right. My philosophy is, I believe what I believe. I stand up for what I stand up for. And if I upset a few people, I was probably going to upset them anyway. Let's put it this way. I don't go out of my way to upset people. I try not to. All right, Kitty. I'll see you later. Thank you for calling back. Bye. I was more worried about the quickness it was released. I'm a pretty healthy guy for the most part, so I was not as concerned. I took my mother who wanted the shot, and I understood because it would hit her. She probably would die. I will say I got a lot of hate for not having had the shot. Did you? That is interesting. because we were getting an awful lot of hate for having the shot. So you could be either side of the fence and still getting shot at. Kitty, I normally go live Monday to Thursday every week. I've been a couple of hours later than normal, which is unfortunate, but my family's going through something at the moment, and I had to, sometimes I don't get as much time with you guys as I would like, but that will change in a couple of weeks and things should go back to normal. But yes, Mondays to Thursdays I do lives, so hopefully I'll see you around. So see me tomorrow. I'll probably be here. What was that, my darling? We totally understand each other. Totally. I'm not here to, say, well, you should have had the shot. That's entirely your choice, as it is anybody's. That's why we have freedom of speech and why we have freedom and autonomy over our own bodies. Is that the right word? I might see you tomorrow too, Kitty. That would be lovely. Bye-bye, my love. Take care and have a beautiful day. Crikey, Warren. If I got bent out of shape with everything, I'd be a triangle. I never get upset. I've had too much go on in my life for me to get and fall out with somebody over whether or not they were vaccinated or not. See you later, Kitty. I can only go by my own experience, and I'm really glad that I did have it. The one that scares me the most, the one that keeps me awake at night, Ebola. Oh my goodness me. If that thing ever got over here into the Northern Hemisphere, my godfathers, I don't know how we would cope. I am terrified of that one disease because there is no cure. No, exactly. I'd only heard one half of the story, which is why I said, what's going on with your president? Why is he doing this? What are his reasonings behind it? Because we don't get both sides of the coin. We get what our news reports. And this is supposedly the BBC, that stands for the British Broadcasting Corporation, unbiased in every way. That's what it stands for. And it's healthy to debate, right? They don't teach that in schools anymore. The art of debate, right? Two people, two grown-ups can have a conversation and both give their point of view and have a healthy debate over it. And that isn't taught in schools. And it's sad because it's the art of communication. And yes, even I'm curious now as to why you have to have that many shots. Honestly, I thought you were just like the United Kingdom. I thought you gave your children what we gave ours. And I never realised that there were so many. Goodness me, who needs that many? And what is in them? Good point. As to whether or not it causes autism, I don't think it. I'll be very surprised if there is a link. But we will see when the report comes out. I'm so sorry. Do excuse me. My husband, he needed me. The BBC is an impartial news broadcasting corporation. It has a selected committee which offer no favour or fortune to either side that is in power, like Labour or Conservative. It remains impartial. Right? I forget the guy that's up there, but I know he's Lord something. I can't remember his name. I'd have to look it up. And the manifesto to the BBC is basically, we offer no favour or fortune to either political party, and we will remain impartial so you get the news. They're a well-respected corporation, is the BBC. Yeah, exactly. It's what one lot say versus what the other lot say. And somewhere in between all of that is the truth. That's how debate should be. I would hope they practice what they preach. I really do. I want to think that the BBC is the most unbiased news company out there. I'm saying it with my fingers crossed. I sincerely hope that the BBC, because if it isn't, and it's found out to be doing something it shouldn't be doing, then that in itself will be the end of the BBC. I can't see it surviving a situation like that. So it has to remain impartial and it has to remain unbiased. I would sincerely hope, Warren, that is what they're doing. Because the thought of it not, the fallout from that would be so catastrophic that it could not survive. And something's happening to my life and it keeps freezing and jerking and going in and out of being live and not being live. So I think I probably upset somebody. Anyway, just so everybody knows, I'm pretty cool. Whether you vaccinate or don't, please consider your kids. And don't let them go out there into the big wide world without some protection. Please. You want me to go into the Matrix? Ooh. I want to live in a world where I believe that everybody gets a fair and just chance, and that the news that is being reported is fair and just and not biased or driven by any political pointers. Because the alternative is too terrifying to think about. Will Keanu be there? I will make sure that Neo is there for you, my darling. Do you want the Keanu of when he was 20, or do you want the one that's nearly 60? Which version? I just want to make it right for you. You prefer the version now? Consider it done, my darling. Anyway, I just want it out there and known that even if our children do have autism and Asperger's and epilepsy, they're awesome. And we love them just the way they are. He does seem very normal, doesn't he? I like Keanu. I liked him in Bill and Ted. That was such a good film. I miss the 80s. Are the kids home? Did they enjoy karate? Right. Oh, I've got, this is loot. Oh, don't you just love it? You spend all that time ironing a duvet cover, and then all of a sudden it cronks, and you end up, oh, I'm going to sneeze. Oh, no. Oh, God. That hurt. They came home an hour ago, and they weren't too fussed. Ride the bus without a care in the world. Thank you. I don't know why I had to sneeze so loud, but that hurt my head. Right. Finally, we've got the cronks out and we've got it flat. That's a lot of duvets. I'm going to be doing more duvets tomorrow. I can guarantee it. Okay, turning off the iron. That's it, everybody. We've done what we came here to do. We came, we saw, we conquered. Woo! Right, here we are. One duvet cover of destiny. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 pillowcases done and dusted. 4p case. 1 double duvet cover. How many items did we iron clothing wise? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, that's a lot, isn't it? Okay. Warren, in my life, there are things that I know and there are things that I can never say. And I want to live a less stressful life. I've lived an interesting one, and I've seen many things and the last thing I would want to do is cause anyone any problems. Yeah. That is my most diplomatic way of putting it. Off we go to Butternoon. We'll be back really soon. Right, just pop you guys there. It has today, my darling, but people could be on holiday. And also, we've had some new people join the channel too. Well, that's not a bad thing. Oh, tell you what though, the heat's got to me. The heat has got to me a little bit, my darling. $24 today, and it's climbing. It should be 39 by Thursday. Right, I'm going to open the garage door and then we'll be able to do it that way. A lot easier. Yeah, and you can tell me how you want it. No, sure. They've been and gone. I told you somebody would be turning up today. Yeah, it'll be 39 degrees on Thursday. Get a load of that. Well, I'll be dead by Friday because it'll be 9,000 degrees outside. I'll be hotter than Venus. There we are. Yay! Well, I can honestly say I'm absolutely worn out. Have I turned the iron off? Yeah, I turned the iron off. We'll get this next door. And then we'll start to dismantle everything that we've done and built in here, and we will go and sort out the mistake I made, because I make a lot of those. Right, guys, as I have quite the problem to sort out, And I'm going to need all my brain power to think about it. Michael, I know, mate. It is warm out there, isn't it, my darling? It is very warm. Guys, it is 10 to 3. I have exactly 40 minutes to make a dent on the mistake that I'd caused. Wish me luck. To everyone out there that wants to hang me from the rafters, join the queue. It is a long one. You will be, you'll get your turn eventually. And on that note, I love you all. Take care. Have a fabulous evening. I will say goodbye to everyone. Nearly 26 in Cumbria. Goodness me. It's going to get up to 39, Michael. But get your sunscreen on. Don't look like me, all fried and crispy. I hope, my darling Spacey Jane, that I have not said anything that offends you today. Because like you, sometimes I am who I am, and I hope I have never offended you, because that would crush me. I've got to go, guys. I'm really sorry. See you later. Your bald head getting burned. I burned all my forehead on Saturday. Was not a look I was going for. There we go. Bending sure is a pain some days. You can't offend you. I'm glad, Spacey, because that would crush me if I ever did. And I would never show my face in public again. Toodles, my darling. See you later, bestie. And well done on telling everybody in Australia that you're a Jedi Knight. Bye. You shaved your hair off. Bless you. My husband's fell out with stress of being married to me. Goodbye, everybody. Take care, my darling. See you later, bestie.